this entrepreneurship trend is driven by a number of factors. For starters, unemployment is up. In fact, right now, over 50% of the youth in South Africa are unemployed. I'm working with this organization right now, and their challenge is they're a non-profit organization, and their task is to put opportunity in front of youth. And here's their challenge. In South Africa right now, there are over 7 million people who are educated, actively seeking employment, yet do not have any work. And South Africa is producing about 300,000 jobs per year. Okay, can you see the discrepancy there? Okay, so we are in a little bit of trouble. Of the 450,000 matriculates that graduate every year in South Africa, only 30,000 of them are getting jobs. And I'm throwing these figures out here, but we can pretty much apply them throughout the Southern African region. And the people that are working a 9-to-5 job, they're not making enough money. First National Bank released a little study back in 2019. So I think the study is probably even greater right now, where they said 56% of middle-income South Africans, okay, now middle-income South Africans are the guys that are supposedly doing okay, are spending their entire salary within 5 days of getting paid. So they're getting paid, within 5 days, they have spent the entire salary. Okay, and that is probably one of the factors driving this massive debt problem that so many South Africans are facing. For many young people right now, there's not a whole lot to celebrate. Our youth are hungry for opportunity. They are motivated to make an impact on this world. They want freedom, they want fun, and yet the reality for so many people in South Africa is disillusion, frustration, and fear for what the future holds. And I 100% believe that entrepreneurship is the solution to the challenges we are facing. And there's a little saying, you've probably heard it. You can give a man a fish and you'll eat for a day, or you can teach him how to fish and you'll eat for life. And that is the spirit of entrepreneurship. Teaching South Africans, teaching Southern Africans, teaching Africans how to create an income that keeps growing. An income that is resilient to the economic challenges you face, and an income that can give you complete freedom that nobody can take away from you. And I truly believe that every single one of us on this call, we were put on this earth to be blessed. And when you have more than you need, you can go out and be a blessing to others. And if we have a look at the challenge that so many people in Africa are facing, is they're living in survival mode. And the problem with living in survival mode is you're so busy just trying to keep your head above water, you can't think of anybody else other than yourself. And I truly believe life has so much more to offer than survival mode. And it's time to create a movement in Africa, a movement where our youth and the people of Africa feel valued, a movement where our people are developing their God-given talents to create an income and to create an impact on the world and the people around them. And so for the rest of this call, I want to talk about solutions and how you can take your life from where you are right now to where you would like to be. And I just think this is a fantastic time of year to be having this conversation. Don't wait till January to start figuring out how you're going to make 2022 a good year. 2022 will be a strong year if you put the foundations in place in November and December the year before. Okay, so right now is a great time to be having this conversation. Your past does not equal your future, but for things to change, you are going to have to change. And we all know the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing day in, day out, expecting a different result. If you haven't been happy with your results in 2021, what are you going to change? This is what I do know. If you continue doing the same things you did in 2021, don't expect a different result in 2022. That's just insanity. And so we have the power to create our own future. I absolutely believe that. We have the power to create our own economy, but for things to change, we are going to have to change. And so for the guests on the call, I want to try and speak into your life on this call. How can NeoLife assist you? How can NeoLife be your change? And as a company, I'll just lay the platform here. We have been in business changing people's lives for the past 62 years. In fact, NeoLife has been in my family for 48 years. My parents became distributors 48 years ago at a time in their life where financially, they had nothing. In fact, they had a lot of debt. And somebody said to them, hey, I think I have a solution. And they introduced them to NeoLife. And they didn't fully understand this business, but they made a decision. They said, if NeoLife can do half of what that man says it can do, we need to give it a shot. And 48 years ago, they took what my father calls a step of faith. What is faith? Faith is believing in something that you haven't yet seen. And every successful journey starts with a step of faith. If you want to have a successful 2022, you're going to have to take a step of faith at some point and start a new journey. And that's where a lot of my passion for this organization comes from. I've seen it, I've lived it. It's taken my family from where we were when I was a kid to where we are today. I'm second generation in this business. My 3 children are third generation using the NeoLife products. And so, yes, this business works. We've been changing lives for over 62 years. We currently operate in over 50 countries around the world, and we are on a mission. Our mission is to make this world a healthier and a happier place. We want to end this trend of poor health. We want to end this trend of financial struggle or poverty. And we know we have the solution. And as a company, we also know that we can't achieve this mission of ending the trend of poor health and financial struggle on our own. And so for 62 years, we've been building this global NeoLife community, a community of people who find purpose and passion in empowering families to great health. People who are passionate about entrepreneurship, people who are passionate about health, and people who are passionate about building a business. And in return, NeoLife empowers and financially rewards our distributors, our NeoLife distributors, who have chosen to partner with us in our mission. And so that is where the guests fit into this call. We want to introduce you to this community and see if we can add value into your life. And there are 2 key problems that South Africans are facing right now. And I believe we have the answer to both of these issues. The first issue is this issue of sickness. People not being well. We have a health challenge, a health crisis in today. The second issue is, I believe there's as much financial sickness as there is health sickness in today's world. And so I'm just going to address those 2 issues because our business is built around solving these two challenges. And I'm going to share a couple of slides with you. And the first issue we're going to talk about is this health challenge. We're living in this world where we have more science, we have more technology, we have more pharmaceutical medication. So the question I want to ask you is, why are people still so sick? Have you ever thought about that? Now, just nod your head, and you're nodding your head to yourself because we can't see each other. But do you know somebody fairly close to you, maybe in your family circle, that has experienced cancer or had a cancer scare? I'm guessing probably 80% of you on the call will be nodding your head. Do you know anybody close to you that has experienced heart disease in all its awful shapes and forms, from heart attacks to strokes to blood pressure problems to cholesterol problems? Do you know anybody who has experienced blood sugar problems, diabetes? And these are just some of the chronic diseases that are affecting so many people. And they're called degenerative diseases, which means they are not contagious, they are lifestyle diseases. So we develop these challenges. So we're not passing them around like the common cold or flu. We develop these challenges through the course of our life. And I find that quite exciting. And I'm going to explain to you why. Because if we develop things like type 2 diabetes, if we develop things like cancer, like heart disease, guess what? That means we can play some sort of role in preventing these challenges if we do something about it. And I truly believe we have the solution. And here we have what we call the wellness chart. And so we're all born at 0. And how long are you going to live for? I know every single one of us on this call has something in common. Did you know that? We're all going to die. We're all going to die one day, so be ready. And my program isn't, when will I die? It's how well I'm going to live while I'm on this earth. And we all start our lives, or most of us start our lives at 100% health. And for the first 30 years of our life, we live in this energetic zone, this yellow zone. The next 30 years of our life, we kind of live in this black zone, which is we call the tired zone. Okay, and the next 30 years, we kind of live in this sick zone. And I look at that graph and I go, man, that is depressing. There's no ways I'm buying into that graph, because we work for, what, 60 years of our life to live out our golden years, and our golden years are lived in various stages of sickness. It doesn't sound right. If you're a guest on the call, our NeoLife distributors already know this, but I want you to know that there is such a thing as living life in this energetic zone. You can live life with energy and with health and with vitality, and you can die relatively healthy. You don't have to follow this trend. And so as a nutrition company, we do have a lot of people coming to us saying, I'm sick, help me. And we do help a lot of those people, but I'm not a doctor, so I don't talk about curing people. Prevention is better than cure. That is where we like to focus. And I like to focus on this tired zone. And I'm guessing a big percentage of people on this call that are 25 and above, 25 years old and above, are living in this tired zone. You're not sick, but maybe you don't have the energy you used to have. Maybe you're living life with a little bit more stress. Careers can be stressful. Finances can be stressful. Kids can be stressful. I'm sure your husband can be stressful, or your wife can be stressful at times. Not all the time, sometimes, maybe. But it's often in this zone where we aren't eating as well as we should be eating. Maybe we aren't getting as much exercise as we could be getting. And we get these little warning signs like, we're not sick, but you got to watch your blood pressure, watch that cholesterol level, or your blood sugar levels are a little bit high. You're sleeping for 8 hours a night and you wake up and you're tired. That's your body saying that there's something going on. And these little warning signs are just precursors to what is coming up next. And so we've got a bunch of products, which I'm not going to focus on tonight, but our products are amazing products, but our products are not the miracle. Your body is the miracle. And when we feed our body with the right ingredients and the right nutrients, our bodies are designed to live in that health and vitality zone. And so I just want to share the problem with you. Our diets should consist mainly of whole grain foods, followed by fruits and vegetables, followed by proteins, and fats and sugars should be consumed the least. That isn't NeoLife saying that. That is nutrition science saying that. The challenge we have is we've turned this food triangle upside down. The modern day diets consist more of fats and sugars than they do proteins. We're not eating enough fruits and vegetables. And I can guarantee you, every single one of us, our natural diets, modern day diets, are deficient in these grain oils. This is the challenge. We're putting in the wrong ingredients into our body, and that is translating. That is a big reason for so many of our health challenges we are facing. In fact, one of the leading health institutes based in Seattle, USA, in 2019, they released a study. They said a bad diet, okay, a bad diet, this is a bad diet right here, is 3 times more dangerous than smoking. Now, smoking isn't fantastic, but a bad diet, smoking is killing about 5 million people a year. A bad diet is killing up to 15 million people every single year. And what were the top reasons for diet-related deaths? The first reason was lack of whole grain oils. The second reason was lack of fruit and vegetables. The third reason was a lack of omega-3 oils. And the fourth reason was a lack of nuts and the seeds. So if we can solve those challenges, if we can get more whole grains into our diet, if we can get more fruits and vegetables into our diet, more omega-3 oils, we're going to be okay. We're going to give our bodies the nutrients to protect themselves and to live with health and vitality. And so we have a product. We've got 80-something products in our range, but I'm just going to talk about one of them tonight. And this is the product that I truly, truly love. It's one of our most popular products. It is called Pro Vitality. In fact, I've got a box right here. I'm going on a business trip tomorrow morning, and this is what I'll be taking with me in my travel carry-on luggage. It's the first thing I pack. This is what we call Pro Vitality. And in every box of Pro Vitality, we have 30 sachets, okay? And so it's a month supply. And in every sachet, you can see there are 4 vitamins. And it's actually illustrated clearer in this picture on the screen. And the first vitamin is what we call TreaNN. And what is TreaNN? TreaNN is the world's first and only whole grain oil supplement. So you can plug your grain oils. You can get your cells working correctly. The second supplement is that black long supplement there, and that is called carotenoid complex. That is a pure fruit and vegetable supplement containing antioxidants and carotenoid nutrients. The world's first and only complete carotenoid and antioxidant supplement. Okay, so remember, the number one reason for diet-related deaths, lack of whole grain oils, tick. Number two, lack of fruits and vegetables, tick. Number three, lack of omega-3 oils. So the third vitamin is the world's first and only complete pure omega-3 oil supplement. I know you can buy plenty of omega-3s in the retail stores. You do not find a complete omega-3 anywhere else other than NeoLife. And the fourth vitamin is your multivitamin and mineral. That is your solution to turning your upside down food triangle to a correct food triangle and giving your body the right ingredients to live with health and vitality. Now, of course, we're not saying to you, eat junk and take our products, you're going to be okay. That wouldn't be correct information. What we're saying to you is eat as well as you possibly can. Get intentional about your health. Exercise more. But we know, guaranteed, because of the modern day diet, because of modern day food processing and your lifestyle, your diet are deficient in those key nutrients. And so through this Pro Vitality product, every day you can very simply plug your nutrition gaps. What will this product do? This is just some of the things that this product will do. It will give you a healthy heart, will protect your heart, will boost your immunity. In fact, that little product over there, carotenoid complex, has been proven by the United States Department of Agriculture to boost the human immune function by 37% in 20 days. Your immunity is your best friend right now. It will give you nutrients that will feed your brain. If you want to remember your name one day, make sure you're taking Pro Vitality. It will give you flexible, healthy joints, clear vision, youthful skin, hair, and nails, lifelong cellular health. We know that cellular nutrition is critical to long-term health, and it will also give you powerful antioxidant protection, which is also your anti-aging nutrients. So if you want to slow down that aging process, get onto Pro Vitality, and will also give you your anti-inflammatory nutrients to reduce inflammation. Those are just some of the things that this product will do. Okay, so that is how we help you achieve great health. That is how we're going to solve the health crisis. Yes, we've got many other products, but I want to keep it super simple. I'm going to transition this meeting into how can you build a business around this product. And I'm going to, over the next 5 minutes, show you how you can build a multi-million-dollar business through this one product alone. Okay. And so NeoLife, we operate in the network marketing space and industry. We are a $192 billion global industry. Get that, $192 billion global industry. That is more than double the global entertainment industry. It's bigger than the European football industry. Okay, so we're a big industry. We have 118 million active distributors. Get this, we're paying over $200 million to our distributors every single day in our industry. How much of that do you want? 43% of our sales come from emerging markets, and I find that quite exciting, because Africa is an emerging market. And we're part of the Direct Selling Association. So we are a profession. We are a self-regulated profession. I want to be very clear. We're not a get rich quick solution. We're not a fly by night. If that's what you want, this is not the right opportunity for you. We offer you a chance to build a business that will give you an income for life. In fact, an income that will go on to your kids and their kids if you so wish. And so what do you need to do? If you're on this call and you want better health, get onto the products. If you're on this call and you want to build a business, you have a need to generate an income. I don't know, just before I started this call, I saw that South Africa is having a petrol price increase on Wednesday again. Now, this happened 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it's another significant increase. And so if your income is not going up, know this, your living expenses, your cost of living is going up. And so for the majority of people, in the Southern African region and around the continent, they got to find a way to increase their income. So if you're on this course saying, I want to make more money, this is what you're going to have to do. The first thing you need to do is you need to start using the product. And let's just use this one product, keep it super simple. I want you to start using Pro Vitality. I want you to start using Pro Vitality because it's going to help you achieve exceptional health, number one. Number two, I want you to believe in the product. I want you to, you can't talk to anybody about something that you don't have conviction about. And so I want you to use it. I want you to feel the benefit. I want you to believe in the product. Okay, we can all do that. So use a box of Pro Vitality every single month. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to start sharing the products. Okay, and so immediately, I know I had this visual when I started the business. I thought I'd have to go knock on people's doors trying to sell my product. That's not what we're about. We are in the business of helping people. And so we all know people who maybe are tired all the time. They need Pro Vitality. We all know people that work out and they are fitness fanatics and they want to improve their health. They want to improve their fitness. They want to achieve personal best times. Pro Vitality. We know people that have health goals or challenges to overcome. Pro Vitality. Okay, we know people that are pregnant ladies or people that want to start a family and they want to get optimal health before they do that. Pro Vitality. Pro Vitality is a solution for everybody. And so what we want you to do is, number one, use the product. And number two, go and find 6 customers who also use the product. Okay, so that's less than 2 customers a week. So in your first month in the business, go and find at least 2 customers a week. So you have 6 people, less than 2 customers a week, as customers using Pro Vitality. The beauty is this is a consumable product. And so your 6 customers should be locked in. Every month they should come buy another box of Pro Vitality from you, providing you treat them well, you love them, you add service and support as their customers. Now you see this little figure over here that says 250 points. Okay, what is that? Because we operate in over 50 countries around the world. Each of those countries has different currencies. We use a standard currency called points. So every box of Pro Vitality is worth 36 points. And so you're using a box and you're selling 6 boxes. That's 7 boxes of Pro Vitality. 7 times 36 is 252 points. Okay, so we're just going to round it off, 250 points. So by doing this exercise, using a Pro Vitality, selling 6, you're going to have a business that does 250 points. Okay, a business that does 250 points will earn you an extra 1,000 Rand. Okay, not a lot of money, but you can go and do this in the first week or first month of joining this business. And that's exciting because that has covered your cost of starting your business. You're going to start your business for under 1,000 Rand and you get product for that. Now you've made your money back and you've made a little bit of profit. How do you make that money? You get that money from your retail profit. You sell your product at retail price, you make some retail profit, and NeoLife will pay you a 3% sales volume bonus on your 7 boxes of Pro Vitality, and that will equate to just over 1,000 Rand. Okay, I hope I'm keeping it super simple for you. The next step is, so you're using the product, you're sharing the product, so you build your customer base. The third thing is you're going to start sharing the opportunity with other people. Okay, and this is where you go and find 3 distributors, 3 NeoLife distributors. Now, to find 3 NeoLife distributors, you're probably going to have to talk to 20 or 30 people. Let's just be real with each other right now. So you talk to 20 or 30 people and you're going to find 3 good people that say, yes, I have a need to make more money. So these are distributors. They don't just want to improve their health. They also want to improve their financial situation. So maybe you have somebody over here who wants to educate their kids. Maybe you have somebody over here who's worked for 50, 40 years and they don't have enough money to retire. And guess what? They need to find a way to supplement their pension. Maybe you have somebody over here who is like me. They worked a full-time job, they had a career, and they were so sick and tired of their boss. They were so sick of tired of not having freedom. They were so sick and tired of not having a lifestyle, not having enough money, spending their money within the first 5 days of getting paid, and they want to start a new business venture. You know, people have a need to start a new financial journey. And so they become your distributors. And you teach them to do exactly what you've done, to use a box of Pro Vitality, to fall in love with the Pro Vitality. And so you work with them and you help them find their 6 customers. And so their business does 250 points, just like you. Now you've just empowered 3 other people to make an extra 1,000 Rand a month. By doing that, your business now does 1,000 points, 250, 500, 750, 1,000. Okay, so your business is doing 1,000 points. A business that does 1,000 points is going to earn an extra 2,000, just over 2,000 Rand per month. Not a lot of money, but you can go out and do this in the first month or at least the second month of this business. And I just think that is pure profit. And how many people could do with an extra 2,000 Rand a month right now? Let's take it a step further. Your 3 distributors, you teach them how to find their 3 distributors. They share the opportunity. So they build a business doing 1,000 points just like you. Now your business is doing 4,000 points, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. You have a 4,000 point business. A 4,000 point business is what we call a director. A director sized business will earn yourself an extra 10,000 Rand per month. Now we're talking. How long would that take you? It could take you 6 months. It might take you a year. This is your business. We have somebody on the call tonight who did it in 2 months. You get to decide. And so that's an extra 120,000 Rand per year. I know that will make the difference in the lives of so many South Africans. Some people are working full-time and not earning 10,000 Rand a month. Some people, that would make a big difference to their lifestyle. Let's take it a step further for a second. Let's say you help your 3 distributors become directors. So they are directors just like you. You've just uplifted and empowered 3 other people to earn an extra 10,000 Rand per month. You'll step up onto our world team. As a world team member, you get to travel to a 5-star venue once a year with us. We have some lifestyle, we have some fun, but you're also going to earn yourself an extra 17,000 to 55,000 Rand per month. Would that be nice? How long should it take you? You could do it in a year, you could do it in 2 years, 3 years. Some people might take 5 years. It's your business, your activity gets to decide how quick this goes. And let's just think big for a second. You go out and over the fullness of time, you find another 3 directors. So you are a director and you have 6 directors in your organization. You step up onto our president's team. As a president's team member, you travel the world twice a year. So, okay, pre-COVID, we were in Abu Dhabi, we were in Mexico, we were in Rome, Italy. Yeah, we have fun, we travel, we have lifestyle, but you also earn yourself an extra 90, call it 100 to 120,000 Rand per month, minimum as a qualified president's team member. And that's just the beginning of president's team level earnings. It can get much, much bigger from there. So that is how it works. I'm just going to stop my share. And so I hope I've explained the business concept. And what I love most about a business is we have a couple of values that we build our business on. Number 1, honesty and integrity in everything we say and do. We expect that from our company. We expect that from our distributors. People are number 1. We don't care of your age, your race, your background, your past experience. We'll give you access to the same product range, the same compensation plan. You get to decide what you do with it. And so on this call alone, we have distributors from all walks of life who have succeeded in this business. And I've just asked a very special and successful distributor to join us on this call. We're going to ask you, Eseza, just to turn your video on for me, please. There you are. Let me get your picture big. Eseza Nambassi, Dr. Eseza Nambassi, welcome to the call. How are you this evening?
Yes. Okay, I was muted. I'm very well, thank you. And
wonderful.
Well,
wonderful, thank you. And for everyone who's meeting you for the first time, Dr. Eseza Nambassi is a very successful world team member in our organization. She's changed the lives of so many people, better health and better finances through this business. And she has an incredible story which I've just asked her to hop on and share with you, just to, so you can relate the compensation plan that I've spoken about to a real life story of success. So Eseza, thanks for joining us tonight. Take it away.
Thank you. Well, my story started before I found NeoLife. And I say that because I was actually looking for an opportunity. And what I was actually looking for were good cleaning products. But if they came along with an opportunity, that would have been a bonus, which indeed I found to be. So we arrived in South Africa a long time ago in the 80s. We were originally from Uganda. And my husband and I traveled down through Zambia and into South Africa, into the Eastern Cape. And then just before 1994, we moved to a bigger city called East London. And that's where we were shown this opportunity. But as I say, I had been looking, always keeping my eyes open. I guess that's the way I'm wired, I suppose. But also, I wasn't very happy with the practice of medicine. But that's, I think, another story for another day. I don't want to really get into that today. But the short of it is that I have found what I was always looking for as regards medicine, and that was the opportunity to practice with integrity, to tell the truth. Okay, but let's move away from that and now come to what I have found with NeoLife. So here I was looking for good cleaning products, and I'm so glad. I'm going to actually single him out. You mentioned his name. I'm so glad Andy Murray is on this call, because the night we saw the presentation, he did it. He did the presentation in East London and described all these cleaning products. And I said, I am getting started. I don't care what anybody says. Now listen, at the time we were growing up, we were taught to go to school, be obedient, get a good job, and work your butt off, literally. And I didn't think that that was sustainable. Right from the time I was little, I thought, no, surely there is more to life than that. And so that's one of the reasons I was always looking for an opportunity. So when this one came, I grabbed it with both hands and never looked back. The first thing I wanted to do was to be one of the pioneers to take it to East Africa. At the time, it wasn't there when we saw it. We saw it in 1995. And so 1995, September, I tugged at the president's coat and I said, we need to take this to East Africa. And he said, oh, well, okay, maybe. Then I tugged at my president's team members' coat when we had a convention, told him the same thing. And I just said, okay, let's just do it. I'm prepared to go ahead of you and lay the ground, and let's see where it will take us. And so that was the beginning of what has actually kept me locked in this business. Aside from the products, which I'm not talking about today. Thank you for talking about those products because they're amazing. That's the real reason I got started. But when we introduced it to East Africa, I saw my dream come true. And that was always to leave a legacy, a good legacy, not a legacy of sickness. And I'm sure some people who know me have heard me say that there is absolutely no benefit in having people around you that are sick. But our profession has made it into an industry where that revolving door, you know, is of people that are not designed, they're not really empowered enough to become better. And that's what I wanted to get away from. But obviously, it had to come with an income. And that is where I have found such satisfaction in NeoLife. So obviously, everybody would know that you start small and you build it up. I think within the first few months of learning what it was all about and then taking it to East Africa, I was able to become a qualified director very quickly. And after it arrived in East Africa, and become on the world team quite quickly. We've been on the world team for a long time. And the income was very interesting. There was a time I chose to have a third baby. I'm a mother of 3 adults now. But when we saw this opportunity, I had 2 children, and that's why I started. I wanted non-toxic cleaning products. But then I had the third baby. And I did the usual thing, you know, you go on maternity leave and then you go back to work. I got back to work and I got a shock of my life. I just couldn't take it. You know, the thought of leaving my little baby at home, she was barely 4 months, and going back to this situation. So I'm happy to say that during that year that I took a gap year, as I call it, I did NeoLife, and I got the income that sustained us as long as my husband Eddie continued to work. Then an opportunity arose to take our children to private schools. That was something we chose, but what happened was we have a son in between the 2 daughters, and during that gap year, and this is just a message to all mothers, please get to know your children. Many of us miss that opportunity because we have careers. We discovered that we have a very talented musical son, and he was invited to the Drakensberg Boys Choir School. And the first question was, how will we afford this? We said, we will make a plan. And I knew I had NeoLife on the side to add to the income that we were earning as salaries. So yes, my children were bigger. I got back into clinical practice again. And at that point, I actually went into private practice. And it was good in the sense that I could take control of what I told my patients. And I told them about how to look after their health and to take greater responsibility. So out of all that, I have grown a brand by which I stand with everything in me. It's called Simply Healthier. Thanks to NeoLife. NeoLife has taught us that it is possible to be healthier, and simply so. It's not complicated. Everything that NeoLife has taught us has shown us that it is the way to be, you know, not to, you can address issues of stress. You can address issues of malnutrition. You can address issues of hormonal imbalances. So those are the things I'm now focusing on. And okay, I'm in my 60s now. Whoopsie, I shouldn't have told you that. But that gives me such pleasure to know that I've still got so much energy. Unlike a lot of my contemporaries, thanks to NeoLife and thanks to the opportunity to earn an income and to do what I would love to do. So yeah, the biggest dream when I was asked, what is your dream, was to educate my children. And so I can confidently say that's done. We've traveled a lot. And I remember when the kids were small, before I had my third one, I had started earning these bonuses, which I was banking away, and I bought air tickets and we all went to the UK out of NeoLife before all the other travels started with the world team. So yeah, it's to the guests on the call, don't call it a business if the word business gives you the jitters, you know, if it frightens you. Call it a lifestyle. Make it your lifestyle. That's what I've done for myself. I've made it a lifestyle. So in it, you can weave in servicing customers. I do that and I enjoy it. You can weave in teaching people. I love that with a passion. You can weave in building strong relationships. And that's what we have got in a big way from NeoLife. And obviously the financial rewards are big. And I'm looking forward, and thanks to Drew and Brandon, to 2022, because I've been phoning a few people that I've earmarked to step up with and help them to step up. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you very much.
Fantastic, Eseza. Well, thank you for giving us your time tonight. It's such an incredible story. You know, not only did you get the safe cleaning products you're after and achieve incredible energy, you know, through your 60s, you're acting like you're in your 30s, but you were able to educate your kids. You're able to give yourself a residual income that would take you through the rest of your life. You're able to travel the world, you know, starting with the UK and all over the world. And in doing all of that, you're able to really make a positive impact in the lives of people around us and around you. But I really believe as human beings, we are best when we are making a difference in the lives of other people. So thank you. That's an incredible story. Really appreciate that, Eseza. And just to wrap this call up, you know, for our guests, if you're on the call and you're saying, okay, yes, you know, 2022, it's going to be a good year, then, you know, my question to you is, what are you going to do about it? And here's a business that will give you a product that is exceptional. We'll give you a compensation plan that is highly lucrative. We'll give you all the support. You can get involved in this business for less than well under a price of a pair of shoes. For well under 1,000 Rand, you get full support from NeoLife, full support from your sponsor. You plug into our NeoLife university program so you can get trained and developed. You plug into, you get the technology, the websites, the apps, plus you get your box of Pro Vitality for under $1,000. You know, and so you've got a complete system here. And I'll never be a doctor like Eseza. I'll never be a scientist. You don't have to be either. You just have to learn the fundamental business building principles that we will teach you. And remember, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing year in, year out, expecting a different result. So the question I want to ask you is this: if you continue doing what you're doing right now, what will your life look like in November 2022 or December 2022? How does that make you feel? And that should give you a good idea if you need an opportunity. If you're excited about it, keep doing what you're doing. If you feel a little bit nervous about or fearful, then you are in the market for an opportunity. And don't let the usual excuses stop you from getting what you want. I don't have enough time. I can't sell. I'll think about it. I don't have the money. You know, those are excuses that will keep you from achieving your full potential. So get those excuses out the way and just have the courage to take that first step of faith. Nobody can take that step for you. And my prayer for everybody on this call is that you find the courage to step out of your comfort zone. Get uncomfortable. Get out into your world and make a massive difference. Take action. And in doing so, fulfill the potential that is living inside of you right now and create the life for you and your family that truly excites you, because every single one of you on this call is worthy and capable of success. And I really believe for our guest, NeoLife could be that journey and a vehicle for you. So I want to encourage you to get back to the person who got you onto this call, get your questions answered, and put yourself in a position to make an informed decision. And man, if your decision is yes, fantastic. We'd love to welcome you into this NeoLife community and family. God bless you all. Eseza, once again, thank you very much. Good night, team. Have a great month end.